Alright, so welcome back to Aaron's 1972 Datsun 510. Today I'm going to be continuing work on the inner sills. So first I'm going to clean the inner sills with a wire wheel. You see along the front there's still a whole bunch of scaled rust right there, so I'll go ahead and clean that up. Then I'm going to go ahead and recreate the seatbelt mount. Over in the corner there, right back behind the driver's door, there's a larger patch that I cut out that actually had the old seatbelt mount in it. I've got that piece still. I'm going to cut that apart. I'm going to put it back in that spot, mark the spot where the hole was, and then I'll go ahead and cut out that spot and weld in the reinforcement plates that spread out and disperse sort of the weight that would be put on that panel if you were to get into a wreck and require your seatbelt. I'm going to go ahead and finish recreating the inner sill back to the back door panel, sort of where the floorboard ends. I'll have to recreate the rest of it because it's going to be a piece on piece. I have the appropriate primer and spray to sort of clean up and make for sure that I don't create more rust back in that panel like the previous, not the previous owner, the person who fixed that sill at some point in time did. I'm going to go ahead and try to weld in the floorboard. That's sort of, let's hope that we get to it, but realistically might not get to it today. And then recreate and weld in the seat brace. There was an additional piece that was on the floorboard that was in that shape, and I will be working to recreate that piece. That's what we're going to be working on today. So thanks for watching. It is September the 30th, and it is 16:35 in the afternoon. Thank you for watching. So it is now 18:10 local, and that is done. So I ended up, not cleaned up yet, but I ended up spot welding all along here. You can see some of them are better than others, but they're all spot welded on. I rebuilt the piece similar to the way that the stock piece was made, where it spot welds to the inner sill, to a plate, to another plate, out to the nut, with a cutout there in the inner sill for the bolt to attach. I also went ahead and cleaned up all the rest of the inner sills over here. Got most of the big rust off. I'll go ahead and paint it with some rust mort tonight, so that way it'll kill the rest of that and make it where I can paint it. Might try to fill in a few of these holes and see how they fill in, just while I got the welder out right now. Not really necessarily something I was planning on doing, but I think filling in these holes, sanding them down, and then moving on from there would probably be a better choice than cutting out this whole entire piece and filling them in. And I think that'll give that extra rigidity, so then I can cut the holes through here, drill the holes through here whenever I mount the rocker panel. Looks like sort of, I doubt I'll actually go into welding the floorboard tonight, as well as recreating the inner sill. I'm a bit nervous about how that's going to turn out with that section. I need to seal it first. All right, so a pretty successful day today. I went ahead and got the inner sill cleaned up. I created the seatbelt mount, which was the better portion of my day. And then I went ahead and filled in the spot welds at 1850, which means I still need to helicopter. Which means I still need to finish recreating the inner sill at that back portion. However, the filling in the spot welds did sort of go along with the recreating inner sill. I need to weld in the floorboard, and then I need to go ahead and recreate the seat brace underneath the seat or seat mount. That's what I got done today. It's right around 1900. Not a bad day. Now I'm going to go clean up and go in and hang out with the family for the rest of the day. And the main thing to show for it is the seatbelt mount, but it's probably going to keep me a lot safer than the one that was in there previous. This one. If you like what you see, go ahead, comment, like, subscribe. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, I'm going to figure out exactly how I'm going to finish that back portion, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that all in. Then I'll put back on the rocker panel and be ready to move forward.